All right, Capricorns, this is your June 2019 channel message from Spirit, translation of source, some people like to call it, as well as a little bit of a horoscope for y'all. And if I recall correctly, last month, your month was all about falling back in love with what you do. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you for June. How to be easy. How to be easy about it, Capricorns. How to be easy about it. Now that many of you, some of you have brought full love into what you do now, most of you, many of you are now on the journey of loving what you do. Now we'd like to add on to that an extension of how to be easy about it. How to be easy about it. How to be easy about where you do it, how you do it, who you do it with. If you had a partnership going forward and it ends up not working out with that person, but someone else comes along, or you take a detour and start doing something else. How to be easy about that. Let go of the old way you thought it would work, how you thought it would work out, who you thought it would work out with, where you thought it would work out with, and can you go on the new way? Because how we relate it to the boat journey, you put the boat in a water. If you're thinking thoughts that hurt, that don't feel good, it's like turning your boat upstream and paddling upstream. When you think a thought that feels good, you're going back downstream. When you're on the boat going downstream, sometimes there's forks in the road. Sometimes there's splits in the river. They typically come back to the center where you're supposed to be, but it's, California to Maine. Do you want to fly? Do you want to take a train? Do you want to take a road trip? They're all different experiences about how to get there. The more that you can be easy about which way you get there. Oh, so for this segment of the journey, we're in a car and a friend's joining me. For this segment of the journey, I'm flying. What does flying feel like? What does this feel like? Do I enjoy it? Because that's how, this little bit of discomfort that you're feeling, this is how you define your preferences. All right, so this time I'm going to take a road trip to Maine. Okay, here's what I liked about it. Here's what I didn't. All right, this time let's experience it by train. This time let's experience it by plane. This time let's experience it by a boat. This time let's experience it by virtual teleconferencing in. And then you could see which parts of them you enjoy, which parts you don't, so you come to your preference. It's going to be a huge month of preferences for you, Capricorn. Oh no, can we do that at 10? Because I really like to wake up in the morning and I just have my routine and I've got to do my routine. Many of you think that boundaries is no, don't do this horrible thing to me. When people have no boundaries, a boundary is a preference. This is what I prefer moving towards, and what you're presenting me with is a no. So get out of that stage of, no, you can't do that to me. You're evil, you're horrible, you're doing something that makes me feel bad. Because then a little bit of your sense of self-worth, your self-esteem, your how happy you are is contingent upon them doing what you say. I told them what I liked and they didn't do it. Oh, that must mean I have no self-worth. No. Once you identify what you don't want, you now know what you do want. Oh, I actually prefer to do it this way. Is that possible? No, not really. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. I'm going to still go ahead and do it this way. This way you are always moving towards something you do want. Some will come along on your journey with you. Some will leave. Be okay with identifying your preference. So, a little bit of a recap for you guys. Oh, so this is how I feel. Oh, this is how doing it this way feels this way. Doing it with someone feels this way. Doing it this way feels this way. This is how this feels. Did I like it? Did I not? If you didn't like it, we don't encourage you to do it again. If you liked it, do it again. Always be moving towards your preferences and knowing that that is an ever-evolving, expanding definition of what your preference is. Little children, they love carrying around stuffed animals. As you get older, it might be a book or it might be a little handheld game. As you get older, it might be a purse. When you're a little kid, sometimes just being in your parents' arms enough. As you're older, you might want a vacation. Your preferences are always ever evolving, defining. Fashion. When you look back at your photos, you're like, wow, I don't know what I thought was so cool about that. But in the time, you thought it was cool. It's an ever evolving process, an ever evolving definition of what your current preference is. Be easy about the journey, Capricorns. Be easy about so I'm experiencing it this way. I'm experiencing it this way. I'm experiencing it this way. No, now I know I really prefer doing it this way. And then you value that and you protect that. I've learned that this is how I get things done best. And always be moving towards that. How you get things done best, how you enjoy life more. Always moving towards that expansion of enjoyment in your life. And with that, we invite Kelly to pull 5 cards and then 6 cards down. Interesting. I told them this month that I won't do a preset spread, that they can make custom. And it looks like they made a very custom spread. Okay, which is going to be a little interesting to read because the table, let me flip my table on really quick. It's not quite big enough. And if anyone comments in my comments, that's what she said. I'm going to give you access to my membership program for $1 for the first month. Was there anyone else in the Bay Area who's watching these videos who was there when that word was really big in the area? I don't know if it was just a Bay Area thing or if it was like nationwide, like a whole kind of US thing. It was really big. That's what she said. That's what she said. All right, well, I'll get a bigger table next time. All right, guys, so for the tarot part of this, Capricorn, it tends to just provide a little bit more detail than the channel portion of it. So you got the Emperor reversed, you got the 2 of Fire upright, you got the 4 of Fire upright, you got the 5 of Fire reversed, and you got the Chariot upright. Okay, so you are definitely this month bringing into balance harmony in terms of working with others. Harmony, that might be employees, that might be a lover, that might be your postman, that might be the grocery store worker, it might be your children. This month is definitely all about you bringing into alignment, bringing into harmony how you work with others. Because to get the Emperor reverse as kind of like the kickstart to this spread, it's letting me know that you guys are feeling like a little off balance. You got the 4 of Fire upright though. That's the card that's like, it's the happy card. Since you got it upright, you're overall happy. You're overall happy. So this is a good spread, Capricorns. You're overall very happy in life. And a lot of it has to deal with a sense of confidence of, this is who I am. There's just like there's a little bit of owning, this is who I am. Because you got the 2 of Fire upright, which is the major arcana card of the minor arcana card of coming into your own self-confidence and all of that. The Emperor reversed is the major arcana card of saying you're fully empowered, you're fully in your own, you got it reversed. Okay, so what that means is you've started the journey of coming into your own, and it's resulting, you're feeling happier, things are just flowing better, you're happier. The Emperor reverse, though, is letting you know that there's something a little bit off balance about it. It's not in the most alignment it can be in, and it has to go with the 5 of Fire that's reversed. The 5 of Fire is kind of a card about, when it's upright, it's 2 people who are coming together who aren't on the exact same page. So it's kind of like, that dreaded word, compromise. Like I have a team member on my staff now. She's amazing. I have a way that I want her to get the work done. She has a way that she wants to get the work done. And we kind of had to navigate it a bit because obviously I want her to work in a way that's best for her. I want her to work in a way where she feels good, you know? And obviously she wants me to feel good about how the work's getting done too. So we just kind of had to communicate about it a bit. Like, well, hey, I know for me, I don't want text calls, emails really after 3 p.m. I want to just kind of shut off and enjoy work. So it would help me if there's just 3 set times a week that I know that I could check in with you. I'm not disturbing you at all. You have the time. And she said she could do it, but then, you know, she has children and her children are very involved in a lot of activities. So it's kind of hard for her to set aside, here's this hour and a half block that's just for you, you know, because sometimes she has to go to her kids' PTA meeting. Sometimes she has to take her daughter to dance. Sometimes she has these other priorities in her life. And so for me, I don't like working that way where I do like 10 minutes here, 30 minutes there, an hour here. That's just not how I like getting my work done. For her, it works out better when she could do that. When she just makes the list of everything that needs to get done. And she's like, okay, I have 20 minutes. What can I do? And she knocks off the smaller tasks. When she has more time, she knocks off the bigger task. So now instead of, it used to be we would meet an hour and a half, it's now I just call at the time we agreed that I could check in at, because I don't want to think about work outside of that time. She wants the flexibility to be able to do the work whenever, though. So now when I call, she just gives me an update. Here's what I've got done. Here's what I plan to do. And here's when I plan to get it done by. I'm like, you're awesome. Do you need anything from me? Yes. Make a decision on this. Make a decision on that. And sometimes I'm like, oh, a customer emailed me and asked for this. Can you send that to her? So our meetings are now like 5-10 minutes because we were able to come to that resolution. I don't want to work outside of this agreed upon time. She wants to be able to get the work done. Instead of in that hour and a half block, she's like, nope, I just want to meet with you 10-20 minutes at that time and I'll get it done. As long as do you guys see how that works though? She wants the end result of being able to kind of weave a little bit more work with motherhood. I just want to know that the work's getting done and I want it kind of kept up at a somewhat steady pace. That took us like a month to kind of, oh, you can't meet because you have a PTA meeting? Like, okay, I totally get that, but at the same time, I don't want to work in the evening. So we just kind of, I was like, no, go to your PTA meeting, obviously. And she's like, oh, okay, so, and then she kind of, you know what I mean? We figured it out. Now she just updates me. You guys are going through that same lesson. You're really going through this is what I want. This is how I like it. Here's the end result I want. And it's letting the other person also have a different end result without dictating the how. Because it doesn't matter if she sits down 3 times a week, an hour and a half, and goes through all the work then, versus if she does it kind of spread out throughout the day. Because I absolutely love, you know, now that just as long as I know that my customers are being tended to and like my business is being tended to, like the fact that she gets to go enjoy time with her daughter, oh, that's great. That's even better. So it's kind of like letting go of the how, aka, that was my really long-winded and very nice way of saying Capricorns. Control freak. Let go of the how, let go of control. Be willing to state the end goal. Well, I just know that I want this, and let the rest be flexible. Be easy about it. So you're already a lot happier in life overall. There's a little bit more sense of self-confidence of like who you are. You're bringing into the final alignment though of how to perform well with others, how to work well with others. The fact that the card is reversed though, because when this card is upright, it tends to mean, I gave you obviously there was something my employee and we had to figure out. When it's upright, it tends to be a little bit more aggressive in nature. So since it's reversed, you're essentially just bringing into, because you're already on the path of owning who you are. You're already so much happier. Now the beginning and the end, you just are now, the last little bit for you to feel fully empowered is to let go of the how things get done when you're working with others. Because once you learn that lesson, Capricorn, and for some of you, it will be right when you watch this video. For others, it will be a week, 2 weeks, the whole month. Once you learn to walk well with others, you got the Chariot upright as the outcome. And the Chariot is the Minor Arcana card of action, of growth, of expansion, of forward movement in your life, typically towards something that feels good. Not all the time, though, typically. Okay, and so that's essentially what you got to learn. Let go of quit being a control freak, and just kind of like play well with others. Be easy about the how. Be easy about the how. Because I gotta tell you, for my Capricorns, I'm a fellow Capricorn too, who are like in serious. I get it. We're workhorses. We love to get work done, and if we do it, we get it done. So sometimes when you become a manager, it's kind of hard to let go of some of that work. When I just kind of let go and said, "Look, okay, I don't care when you get the work done. I get that you're a mom, you're managing a household, your kids, and I definitely want you to treat your family and your kids as your number one priority, and your husband too, of course. I'm hoping that I'm a close second, though. As long as you tend to my business, I don't care when you get it done. I just know for me, I only want to be reached out at those 3 times per week. Because, a lot of times when you're the business owner, they need you to make a decision. Do you like this? Do you not? So if you go and create my membership program, I only want to be asked about it during those 3 times. When I did that, she took off. She owned it. She made it better than I would have made it. So guys, sometimes Capricorn, sometimes people can do it better than you. Okay, so once you learn that lesson, you're going to take off. You got the Chariot card. The 6 cards going down. You got the 9 of Earth upright. You got the Ace of Fire upright. You got the Dreamer upright. You got the Queen of Earth upright. 3 of Fire reversed and the Moon reversed. Okay. Overall, it's still it's a good Capricorns. You're in a good place of life. You really are. Once you kind of let go of the how, you let go of the control, and you just allow things to get done. The 9 of Earth upright indicates that's the card of like the 4 of Fire is the happy card. We're outside, we're playing. The 9 of Earth is the little things in life, the luxury in life, the fine-tuned enjoyment of life card. It's kind of like when you stop and smell the roses. It's kind of like when you just sit down, you relax, you let go, and you sip that warm cup of tea. It's those little things in life that make you happy. So once you kind of learn that lesson, your fine-tuned enjoyment of life is just going to get that much more. The Ace of Fire upright means you're serious. It's like you're going to start a new adventure in life. It could mean a new job. It could mean a new program you're launching. It could mean a promotion. You're going to enjoy. You're just going to be at a much more peaceful, harmonious stage of life, and you're going to kind of like take off on a new adventure. It is the Ace, though. It's not, and you did get the 3 reverse, so it looks like you're going to start a new adventure, which means a company that you really wanted to work at for a while reaches out and says, hey, we'd love to interview you. You say, okay. For this card to be reversed, it means it's not going to quite go as quickly as you'd like. Oh my God, Google reached out. I'm going to be interviewed. They haven't emailed. It's been a week. They haven't emailed. So the new journey is started. It's not going as fast as you want, because the Ace is when like the idea comes, you see a little bit of forward action, you get the email saying, hey, interview with us, or you get the idea to go do a live show, you get the idea to hire someone new. This is still at the energetic stage of it. So you got to enjoy the stage of, wow, I love that this is what I'm now thinking about. 6 months ago, this used to scare me. Now I'm thinking about it. You got to be at that place of enjoyment of it. And it does look like you are going to take action on it, because you got the Fool card, the Dreamer card upright. This is the card of stepping into the unknown, of stepping into the brand new adventure. 3 of Fire reverse, so it's not going to go quite as quick as you like. It's kind of like, to give you a personal example, it would be like for me, Spirit has started giving me a couple of ideas of maybe doing some live events. So I'll probably do one in Philadelphia. If you want one in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, I'll do one on one of the two. Send me an email at kelly@kellylunt.com and let me know, and I'll get it planned. So I got the idea, right? This is the card that means You're going to likely take the plunge and go, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to Philadelphia. You have to enjoy it, though. You have to, for this card to come up before this one, they're both the cards of a brand new adventure, minor and major arcana. But the fire is all about passion. It's all about enjoyment of it. It's all about, don't worry about the end goal if you don't have it yet. Don't worry about, enjoy that you're now taking this step, in short. And so if I were to launch that and say only 20 people show up instead of 1,000, or 20 people show up instead of 200, that's what this card means. You're not getting the full, you're starting the leg of the journey towards the result that you want, but you're not getting the full end goal. But come on, guys, if I were to go to a state that I don't even live in and do an event, come on, if 20 people showed up, that's not that bad. So look, there just might be a little bit of disappointment that it didn't go as big and as grand as you want. Or it might be, maybe Google interviewed you and they said, hey, you know what? We know you want this role, but this is what we have open right now. So it's the start in the new direction, but it's just not quite what you want. It's not going to be as big as you want it. But guys, come on, you know this. It's the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. This is the stage you're at. You got to enjoy this, because that step will come. There are so many of my clients, especially my millennials, but I'm not a director yet, but I'm not making 200,000 yet. And instead of just enjoying the fact that they're making 70,000, 100,000, 150,000, they're like, instead of just enjoying this, because come on, guys, that's a nice lifestyle. They're beating themselves up for not being there. Don't be that person. And you also got the moon card reversed. So it's kind of like a lot of things in the positive direction are going to be happening for you this month. You're definitely going to really start owning more of who you are, feeling more confident and all of that good stuff. But it's just going to it's not the end goal yet. So know that. So I guess a lot of times when something good starts coming their way, if it's not the ultimate good that they wanted, they're like, oh, well, this isn't good enough. It's not enough. And they just kind of let go of what they currently have, or they downplay it and don't enjoy it to its peak. You want to enjoy right here, right now, to its fullest peak. Knowing that the ultimate end thing that you want is the next step, or maybe 2 steps from now. What you want is going to come, whether it be a husband, a job, a business, a pay raise, a promotion. You're just going to be slightly confused at the end of the month of, I thought this was how it was going to pan out. I guess not. You still want to enjoy everything that you have right now, though, knowing that it must be coming in a different way. It's kind of like going on the road trip to Maine. Oh, that was really, really fun, but you know what? I never really got an aerial view of the land, and it would have been really fun to see that statue from way up in the air. And because of that, that's you have a choice to completely think that the road trip was a waste and it was ruined and all of that. Or you could view it as, well, the road trip was fun, and now I know I really want to fly next time. I enjoyed this and this and this about the road trip, and now I know next time I'm flying. That's what is always moving towards your preferences. I know I love that. Now I know I'll always have an assistant. Now I know I'll hire more people. What are you now moving towards? All right, Capricorns, that sounds like a good one. Comment below. Let me know how that's working out for you. And I'm going to do a little giveaway this month, too. Everyone who comments below, you are automatically entered to win a free month of my membership program. Part of the membership program, you can go to the webpage, kellylunt.com/high vibe. To read all about the details of it. The biggest kind of shiniest object of it is we do have a synchronization workshop every month. So for everyone who comments below, you are automatically entered to win a free month. And join us for next month is actually cool. Next month for June, I'm doing 2 workshops. Normally it's 1 workshop per month, but next month I'm doing 2. So you will be entered to win a spot at 2 workshops. Love you, Capricorns. Mwah! Bye.